Well, God bless you. This may well be my shortest midweek momentum sharing, but if you are married, or if you are thinking about getting married someday, it could change the course of your life and marriage. And the best thing is, it is easy to understand and simple to put into practice. But first you need to understand what God says, and then you have to decide to give God's way a shot. Now, I titled this, Marriage is Great. I suppose if I wanted a longer title, it would be, God Designed Marriage to be Great. I've been in ministry for a little over 50 years, and throughout that time, I have spoken to well over 250 couples about marriage. My favorite counseling is pre-marriage counseling. The couple is excited and eager to make a start of their lives together. Of course, I also do marriage counseling to help couples who find themselves going through a rough patch. God has answers for both. He can prepare you for a lifetime of joy in marriage, and He can help you get back to joy if your tank is running on empty. Now, during the course of speaking with so many couples, almost all of them at one time or another will say to me something along the lines of, well, I know marriage is tough. Wait, time out. Could you give me a chapter and verse on that? I have always been under the impression that everything God designed for His children was designed to be good. In fact, at the end of chapter 1 in the book of Genesis, God looks at all of His creation, which included the creation of Adam and Eve, a married couple. God looked at all that and He said it was very good. Marriage is part of the very good. If that's the case, why do so many people today, and I'm talking about Christians, why do so many endure marriages that are nowhere near very good and have very little joy? One answer is this. We have taken something that God designed, namely marriage, and we try to live it according to our own desires and expectations. That's like buying a new car and putting sugar water in the gas tank instead of gasoline and then complaining that your car doesn't run properly. I want to look at a couple of verses in the book of 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, we're going to start in verse 32. These verses are often glossed over as we read through this chapter, but they contain a great truth. Paul says in verse 32, I would like you to be free from concern. An unmarried man is concerned about the Lord's affairs, how he can please the Lord. But a married man is concerned about the affairs of this world, how he can please or bless his wife. And his interests are divided. An unmarried woman or a virgin is concerned about the Lord's affairs. Her aim is to be devoted to the Lord in both body and spirit. But a married woman is concerned about the affairs of this world, how she can please her husband. Now, it's interesting that Paul does not command the husband to consider how to please his wife, nor does he command the wife to seek how to please her husband. Paul states this almost matter-of-factly, as though he assumed everybody knew this. Well, duh, of course you're going to try to please your husband. Of course you're going to try to please your wife. That's how you're going to go about life. But I have discovered that not everybody does know this. In talking to couples with marriage problems, they think the exact opposite of this. I am always hearing them talk about how their needs are not being met, how their husband or their wife is not pleasing them. When you reverse your focus from pleasing your spouse to being pleased by your spouse, then marriage is not going to be great. But God designed marriage to be great. So I want to exhort you to focus on how to bless your spouse, how to please your spouse. If both the husband and the wife will do this, you will see dramatic change. But if even only one of you chooses to do this, you will notice a wonderful upgrade in your marriage joy, because God designed marriage to be great. God bless you.